found some chickens. Oh man. So this is the PPQ Walther. Just a bunch of bugs or larvae. What's up everyone, Clueless Bushcraft here. Today I am doing a solo day camp with my dog Raven, and I brought along my Lux hiking gear. I already got everything set up. I just need to grab some firewood and get a fire started. I'm not sure if the camera picks it up, but there's a ton of bugs just flying around. It's a little bit obnoxious. And I have like bug spray and stuff, but it'll only do so much. There was a few like biting flies earlier, but seems to be all right. So right now I'm just putting in a bunch of dry kindling, just tiny pieces like this. A lot of the trees in my area right here is just a bunch of maples. There's a bunch of oak here also, but most of it is maple. I collected a bunch of birch bark on the way in. I'll throw this in here. We got some fat wood also. Just gonna shave some on here. Let's get this started. Looks like I have to film with my phone now. My camera has overheated, but I got my fire going. The moment I got my fire going, all the bugs disappeared. Like, that's the best thing ever. Like, none of the swarming flies and mosquitoes are flying around anymore. And they're not bothering Raven anymore either. I've got a really nice hot fire. It's like 80 degrees outside though, and it's a bit warm. So having a fire this big isn't really fun because it's like super hot. Alright, so while that fire is dying down to the coals, I want to talk about a coyote encounter that I had a couple weeks ago. Maybe a month ago, yeah. So I was walking Raven in this nature preserve, and we were going like off trail, and we were going lower, like into the sort of like lower level, and it was really hilly, and I was in the lower level where there was a bunch of ferns everywhere, and it was really, really nice. And Raven was off leash, she was running along. Later, when we left that off trail area, this coyote showed up out of nowhere. And it started howling at us and screaming and yelling at us, and it kept coming closer to us. And I was really lucky that it didn't attack or anything like that, and I was able to keep an eye on it. And I kind of walked away with my back against it for a little bit, and it kept following. And so I kind of realized that it's probably best to back away while keeping an eye on it. And so that's what I ended up doing. And then kept trying to like shoo it away, and it wouldn't go away. And Raven, I was really concerned because she has this really loose collar, and if I had like if I did the wrong move, that collar will slip off, and she would have just ran after that coyote to play with it. And I bet that coyote had no intention of playing. And so that kind of scared me, right? Because I didn't really have any protection with me. And so recently, I got this. So this is the PPQ Walther. It's modeled after the real thing. This is actually a CO2 cartridge right here with rubber bullets, basically, or rubber balls. These are non-lethal. Because right now I don't have my license to purchase a handgun. But I did recently, maybe a month or two ago, I bought a rifle for the first time. But I haven't had the chance to actually shoot it yet. So I've got it loaded up. And we're good to go. And so I want to have this carried along just so that I can fend off like animals and stuff. I know this isn't going to hurt them, but at least it's a long range way of scaring them off, and it's a little bit more accurate. So I'll be able to actually like shoot. So super cool. And I'll do a video on this later, more dedicated to this, and just play around with it and show you guys. But you guys can actually get this on Amazon. I'll put a link down below. Not sure if you can see it, but let's give it a shot. Nope. See, when it's out, this knocks back like that. That's really cool. Alright, the fire's good now. Let's get this steak going. Alright, so I'm gonna let the steak cook. I was walking around earlier in this area and I found some chicken. Oh man. I have really weak ankles, and so I always roll them. Really sucks. Oh god. Okay. So, as I was saying, I was walking earlier and I found some chicken in the woods. Let's go back, find it, and bring some back to cook and eat. It looks like pretty old chicken in the woods though. but I think it might still be edible. We'll see. I saw that it was really buggy earlier. Yeah, see, there's a bunch of bugs in here. But let's see here. Yeah, see, I'm positive this is chicken in the woods. Yeah, there's just a bunch of bugs in it though. So, not really like keen about eating it, but I think it might be okay. Oh, actually, yeah, far too many bugs. Holy crap. I don't know if the camera will catch it, but here, let's see. There you go. Can you see that? All of that in there. Just a bunch of bugs, or larvae, or larva. I guess this would be extra protein. Probably would be able to be eaten, but I'm not on a survival show right now, so I'm not eating it. But at least it was kind of cool to find, so I know that it's at least here. So I can come back next year earlier and get it. This is probably the second growth of it. But yeah, let's go back to the steak. Let's go, Raven. Steak is probably like well done on one side. Yeah, it's been cooking for about 11 minutes already, so about 5.5 minutes on each side. Let's check it. Oh, it smells like it's burnt maybe. That's fine. We're good. Mm. Oh man, it's so good. A baby broccoli also. So good. Because I have the meat out, I think the flies and stuff are swarming again. But the smoke from the fire is still keeping them away a little bit. Man, this dry aged ribeye is amazing. So what? Girl. I'm not quite sure how I feel about camping during the summer. Because there's bugs everywhere, it's hot. If it was the fall or winter, I wouldn't really need to worry about bugs. and everything will be a little bit more consistent because snow will be just covering everything. Here there's like plants, leaves, bugs, dirt, a bunch of stuff around. I suppose it's cool during the summer because like there's plants and things that you can forage for. But I'd prefer to camp when it's cooler, either like early spring, fall, or winter. And you see Raven's head move around. That's because of all these flies. And I think they're biting flies too. I can set up the inner tent that came with this for like winter camping and stuff and cold weather camping. But to keep the bugs out, you know, and lay in there and hang out. But I think I'm just gonna finish eating, and Raven and I will just kind of go through some of the trails, have some more fun, and then just head home. But thanks for joining me out in the woods today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Any of the gear that you guys see that I was using in the video, you can find it in a link down below. You can buy it through my Amazon link, and I'll receive a small percentage of it without any extra cost to you, and it helps support my channel. Oh, and like 2 months ago, I don't know who it was, but somebody purchased like probably a couple $1,000 worth of stuff, like gear, through my website using the Amazon affiliate links. And because of that, I was able to get $100 or about $200. My camera turned off because it was overheating, so I'm using my phone again. But as I was saying, about 2 months ago, some guy purchased like a couple $1,000 worth of gear through my Amazon affiliate links, and I ended up getting about $150 to $200 worth of commission. And I really appreciate that, because I've been working so hard with all my videos, and finally I'm able to kind of monetize it in a different way, like all my content. Being able to make money through the content that I make is really cool, and I want to continue doing that. And so I really appreciate whoever made those purchases, and all of the other people that make purchases too through my website. I want to thank you, because I've been able to take that money and actually like pay for like the website. I have to pay like about $35 or something to keep my website up with like the features that I have set up, and so it's been really cool. And so I want to kind of scale that eventually, and I want to create like merchandise. I want to make t-shirts and make gear or something like that that's more customized to my channel. And if you guys want to support my channel, you can do so by buying my gear or going through my website. I actually have plans on creating either a Patreon or a OnlyFans page. I know OnlyFans is known more for adult content, but there are a lot of people that actually use OnlyFans as how it's supposed to be used as, where it's a platform that allows like my fans to come and support me, and I'll just create content, exclusive content to that sort of like channel, and so I might think about doing that. Yeah, there's bugs everywhere. Like they're all up in the tent right now. They're all up here. I'm gonna plan on doing more camping trips, like actual camping trips where I like do like overnighters. Um, and I want to do that with Raven, but I want to do it on a day where it's like cold or rainy, you know, because it's easier to maintain myself and Raven when it's cold, because you can always bundle up, get warm by a fire or something. But when it's hot, you can't really do a whole lot. You know, you can take off so much clothing and you can like jump in a pool or a water or something like that, or a lake, get Raven wet and stuff, but that's too much of a hassle in my opinion. I'd prefer to camp when it's cooler. But yeah, um, I guess that's it for now. I'm gonna just start to clean up, and Raven and I will just go hiking for a little bit. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.